Well, DRG has done it before, Tasteless. He likes to be one game from elimination before he starts winning.
In the top part of the map, on our old school map, Metalopolis, we have, I believe, as far as I can tell, the best Terran player in the world. Give it up for MarineKing Prime! And without a doubt, the best Zerg in the world, but currently being outclassed. Let's see if he can come back, show some support for DRG.
This is a huge uphill battle for DRG. If he wins this, all the maps in the MLG map pool have been used, and they have to start vetoes all over again, Tasteless. And they have to veto it down to just 2 maps, which means MarineKing gets 3 vetoes, DRG gets 2, and then MarineKing gets to choose the order of the maps because he was the winner bracket champion. So this is an insanely hard uphill battle. He has to win here on Metalopolis. That's not the worst part. That's okay. Metalopolis, he likes this map. Yeah. But then the last 2 maps, he doesn't even get to choose what order they're in.
Okay, so very important game here.
Yeah.
All right, now, first of all, every Zerg player wants to be in cross spots on this map. That means that you're in the opposite locations. And as in this case, ideally DRG would have wanted to spawn at the bottom. Instead, they both share the upper right. Why is that scary? Why does that matter, you ask? Well, thank you, but please don't interrupt me while I'm casting. I'm trying to focus. But I'll tell you the answer. We have an easy push line from the main to the edge of the main of the DRG space.
Yes.
Barely got that one out there. So, also, although I want to talk about mid-game, it looks like we are actually going to see, I think, potentially a bunker rush.
That's right, 2 barracks, and he has seen that.
Yeah, so the Overlord sees it.
Yeah, he skipped the second drone and just went ahead and got the pool right away. Now, this is going to come down so much to micro. This is going to be absolutely intense. MarineKing, of course, at the Winter Arena, defeating DRG with many builds exactly like this. Look at that drone. Look at that drone micro.
Oh, my God.
Blocking that barracks for any amount of time, not losing the drone. Absolutely fantastic play by DRG. To even think about that. How smart is this guy?
That would never have dawned on me. Just send out 1 worker.
He has 6 lings and a spine on the way. The spine being made out of the drone that was shot up a lot. So now he doesn't have that wasteful red drone that can die easily. Really great play by DRG. Looks like he should be able to stop this. He's taking this so seriously, knowing that his tournament life is on the line, making even 6 more lings after the original 6 for a grand total of 12. Plenty with a spine crawler and a queen to hold off this rush.
Yeah, that was like S-class handling.
From the Codes champion.
From the Codes champion. Okay, so it looks like it's going to transition into a pretty normal game. MarineKing now going to get some, MarineKing going to get a command center now in the top center.
Yeah.
And it looks like also MarineKing's going to try to go around with these Marines, maybe to go behind the minerals where he can block that off. The surface area is very good for these Marines in that location. Nice control.
And many of DRG's lings actually are not here. They're around the map trying to be useful. So that was a good move by MKP, even though it could have been crushed if DRG left all his units at home.
Oh, and looky over here. Now he's even forcing the drones to stop mining.
Yeah, this rush, even though it didn't do a lot of damage, it's been very effective.
Oh, he might even get the Overlord here.
Oh, man. And, you know, DRG, he still has lings, but not all that many. He's trying not to make any more because he's already forced into 12. And you never want to have to make that many Zerglings this early in the game.
Okay, droning up as much as he can. MarineKing getting that 3rd command center, so he's going to go heavy econ. His 2 gases are going to complete moments away from now.
Yeah, he's got to get those 2 gases so that he can very quickly get into his upgrades and tech up as he needs to. You know, when you get your gases this late, that's just something you're going to have to do. But it's definitely a different style than what we saw before where he goes into the factory.
The lings are splitting up. I'm still impressed with the fact that MarineKing is still on the map with these Marines. You'd think he'd be turtling with a 3rd command center.
And it looks like DRG is thinking about taking a third base quite quickly. Now, MarineKing has continually made Marines this game. And he is starting to push in a little bit. Spinecrawler is there. And will he go up towards the third?
He's going to do it again. Look, he's going to try to slip in there.
Yeah, and if he gets behind there, it's going to be pretty huge. That's a hard area to actually attack into. There's almost no surface area. Uh-oh, the Spinecrawler is there, though, bringing the drones out. He might lose a lot right now. A lot of drones look like they will lose their lives.
He's targeted down the drones there. Even though he lost that battle.
5. Not too bad, killing 5 drones. You know, MarineKing didn't really need those Marines right now. He does have 3 racks. But it looks like DRG's third will go uncontested. But of course, MarineKing is getting double engineering bay, really going heavy into the upgrades.
If we do enter into the late game, it's oftentimes Broodlords against Vikings.
Yes.
In the middle of the map.
Yes, that is so often the case. But MarineKing, you know, he is aiming for that. DRG, though, with this quick of a third, even though he had some issues early on, had to make a lot of Zerglings, got a few drones killed, and he's trying to do some damage with slow Zerglings, but of course slow Zerglings never do any damage, ever. So he has to run away. But, you know, even though he took some damage early on, was forced into a lot of lings and all that, getting this really quick third base and getting a macro hatch even right now, he's looking in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he absolutely is. By the way, guys, once again, get on Twitter, hashtag GSL, no, MLG. That's the other show I do. Hashtag MLG. I want this trending worldwide. So do that. And again, I think this game's going to pick up pretty soon here.
Yeah.
I don't know when he's going to land that third orbital, but you know.
Well, MarineKing definitely has to get some of his upgrades done. He can't really go out and land that yet without stim. If he did that and DRG came out with a lot of speedlings and banelings, he would probably just go ahead and die. So he's going to sit tight, hunker down, and just get ready when stim is done.
Well, we have the Spinecrawler coming up here at the base. DRG is doing a good job pushing the creep. Note the Zerglings over here just to make sure that the command center can't get there as easily. Also, Xel'Naga watchtower control, the upper right one, is in the hands of the Zerg. And interestingly enough, he's going to land in the center location.
I actually kind of like that. You know, the center location, it used to be gold minerals, not anymore. Better for tournament play this way. But to do this shows his intention. Oh my god, Speedling's running by right now. Nice move by DRG. But there are a lot of Terran units up here and more over on the side. Looks like these will be cleaned up. And in fact, trying to run away. Will he get out of there? No, going for the minerals in there. And in the meantime, the factory come over to scout and a lot of creep timbers being taken out.
Yeah, all that hard work wiped out here. Now some links coming in here first. Around.
Banelings hitting as well. Beautiful moves by DRG, taking out a big chunk of MarineKing's army.
Nice control there, putting that Marauder in between the statue and the ledge. This has been a great game so far.
Yes, it has. Tasteless. This is the finals of MLG DRG against MKP.
And he spotted the Spire.
Yeah, pretty standard, especially in these spots. You're going to want to get that Spire. Baneling speed on the way as well. But the expansion, I love. Look, he's trying to look right now and see if he has that back expansion with the Lings, and he'll find out that, in fact, no, he does not.
He has no vision of that expansion that we had a shot. Okay, yep, he has no clue. He thinks it's 2 base.
Yeah, and, you know, he should figure that out pretty soon. That, in fact, he does have another base. And look at this run by. Zerglings going into the main base. There's not any units here this time. Going after these SCVs. MarineKing trying to run away with them, stacking them up, trying to send them to other minerals to get away.
Wow, really nice control by MarineKing. Really not losing any SCVs there.
But he might lose the plus to attack, and that's a big upgrade to lose. DRG taking it down.
Definitely going to be an upgrade advantage here. There's also an attack at the bottom at the expansion. He's moving in there. He may go target down the hatch.
But a ton of Zerglings coming in. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Tasteless DRG looks like he should be able to clean up this army. Probably will get picked up into those medevacs pretty quickly here.
Actually, you know, that angle is so good, Artosis. It's not entirely clear.
That is what we call cost efficiency by MarineKing.
Wow, MarineKing is in a lot of different locations at once. Now, the Mutalisks are out, and they are going to get this medevac that's pretty huge. We'll have to see. I don't know exactly where to take the game from here. They're both taking some heavy hits. Their supplies are virtually even.
Now, I do want to point out one thing, Tasteless, is that this is a siege tank-less game. He has his factory floating around, as we've already seen, and he's choosing to go just a heavy bioforce with medevacs, using the Marauders to counter Banelings. But Banelings with speed, Mutas in good numbers, and a lot of Lings, that's pretty scary for MarineKing. He's going to have to really rely on his micro here.
We got an attack coming in over here at this expansion, and that is not a planetary. That is an orbital, and those are a bunch of dead SCVs. It looks like Terran will barely manage to hold it off, but let me check here. The SCV count now is 47 to 66 drones.
That's right, and still, DRG has 10 mutas. He's just using his Banelings and Zerglings to do damage wherever and whenever he can, keeping the unit count low. And look at this, taking out this reactor on the side. Very nice. Stifle some production from MarineKing.
It looks like now MarineKing is going to try to move in to the middle of the map. There are no Banelings that I can see. Actually, I know there's only one on the unit counting station. And now he retracts. He goes back to the tower.
A lot of Banelings being morphed right now in the natural of DRG. Continues to pump out mutas as he can as well. And, you know, MarineKing, he's a bit behind. He's down by about 20 supply. He lost that +2 attack, accidentally made an armory instead of another engineer today. He's kind of in a tough spot. DRG is doing great on upgrades, and his speed Banelings are going to do quite well against a Terran that has no siege tanks.
The Muta is now flying over here, and I have to say, MarineKing's basically let this game pretty vulnerable. Oh,
going for that eBay, and he's going to get it!
No plus attack for you.
That is just so good.
Okay, let me check the upgrades here. For melee units, 1 armor, 2 attack for the Zerg.
With +2 armor on the way.
Yep, with +2. +2 armor for the Terran, +1 attack, and that other +2 attack was denied.
So DRG will get ahead on upgrades, something kind of rare in this matchup. And here we go. MKP coming onto the creep, scanning, killing off creep tumors, knowing that he needs to remove those so that the speed phase aren't so strong.
He's sending this. Oh, never mind, we got a battle up here. And it looks like it's going to come down to control. DRG runs back. He's waiting for more Banelings to hatch. MarineKing is truly the god of infantry control, splitting up again.
And we have the Banelings just rolling in now, trying to hit Marines as best he can. He has a lot of Mutalisks. They are getting a little bit low, but he kills off the army, and now he's going to go after the medevacs. A huge move. More Marines coming down, though. MKP's macro is absolutely amazing.
Regrouping now. The medevac energy is, let's see here. There's a good amount of energy still in the medevac, so they're still useful. Looks like he may try to slip down to the south here. And he's stimming. He's going to bum rush this base down here and see if he can't wipe it out. But DRG is going to answer with that, as his drones have already been transferred that way. Now, there's a battle over those drones. Being shot down so quickly.
A lot of speed Banes. The units do come back on the creep. MarineKing has to be careful here. This is so micro-based Tasteless. Those Zerglings coming in a little bit too early. He's going to have to turn around and try to get a few more.
He needs to get more Banelings. He's rushing down here now. I think this hatchery, we can confirm that it is no longer going to be in this game. A counter-attack here by DRG. The try to intercept reinforcements is failing.
Oh, he's got to be careful here. He's actually getting into a little bit of trouble. MarineKing's macro is insane. He's going after the third base. MarineKing, if he can take down these third base, it is absolutely amazing with the Banelings rolling in, and it looks like he will, in fact, be able to save it.
A lot of drones getting shot down, though, by these Marauders. Every drone so precious.
Also, a lot of medevacs going down. No reinforcements in time to save them this time.
He's actually stimming his units as he leaves the base. He's trying to get so in the other player's face that there's not even time for the Banelings to finish.
Oh, and he's going to kill the Banelings before they morph. Zerglings coming out, but is it enough? Drop in the Manor Mills. GG! MarineKing Prime is the champion of MLG.
Another chapter in esports history has been finished. MarineKing Prime the undisputed best player in the world, winning 2 MLGs in a row against the person everybody thought, without a doubt.
Give it up for MarineKing Prime!
He will now go to his opponent's booth and show some good sportsmanship.
Wow. MarineKing collapsing on the couch. Exhaustion, happiness.
I was really blown away when he was actually stimming on the way out of his base, even without Medivacs there, because he's saying to himself, no, the Banelings won't even finish in time.
Yeah, and he got there just in time. Dancing now.
Wow. Well, I guess this is the end.
This is the end, Tasteless.
This is the end.
It has been an amazing tournament.
Yeah.
Look at that nice trophy.
This is going to be given to MarineKing Prime very soon here. Backup nerds, your thoughts on the results of this MLG?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is always a strange moment in any player's career. When you're at home training, you have to force yourself to push through, to keep playing, to keep practicing. When you're in the tournament, you have to force yourself to stay focused, to not get too overeager. But now that you've won, you're done. MarineKing Prime is done. He doesn't have anything left to do except celebrate. He has cemented his reputation as a brilliant player. 2 first places in a row, showing that he never even deserved to be part of the Kong line.
You're absolutely right, Sean, and honestly, he deserves yet another round of applause. His 2nd championship, not only winning it in MLG Winter Arena, but back to back. MarineKing Prime is truly an amazing player. Overall, how many maps did he drop?
I mean, I think he may have only lost 3 or 4. I mean,
1, 2,
1 to Parting,
1 in the bit.
1 to 2 to DRG.
Well, we really put ourselves on the spot with that one. I have no idea.
I think he lost 4 games or 5 games. That is insane.
It was a very small number of losses.
Losing no sets, 5-0 in his group, winning against Parting in the semis, winning against Dongrai in the winners final, and now the champion will be heading to the main stage soon for an interview.
We are going to take a very short commercial break, and when we're back, we're going to have the award ceremony, so stay tuned here for the final moments of this MLG.